So next up, we've got
yeah,
Kajillionair, right?
yes, we do.
Uh,
Yeah, you can take
so
us through.
I'll just read the synopsis for this one. I like this one.
Mhm.
So this is Kajillionaire, which is set to release on September 18th, 2020. This film was written and directed by Miranda July, starring a lot of people you're probably familiar with: Evan Rachel Woods, Gina Rodriguez, Deborah Winger, Richard Jenkins, Patricia Belcher, just to name a few. Let me give you the quick synopsis for this movie. So, a woman's life is turned upside down when her criminal parents invite an outsider to join them on a major heist that they're planning. Um, Trailer for this one, you cannot watch the trailer for this movie and not be intrigued by it,
Yeah,
even if it's on mute.
yeah.
It just looks interesting. Huge shout out to Evan Rachel Wood, Richard Jenkins, and Deborah Winger for this. Seems to me like, I mean, again, just from the trailer, you can tell that these people are in character. They are professional actors and actresses
Yeah.
playing characters, and they're doing it well, like really, really well.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see this movie from the trailer well.
Yeah.
Again, and the story itself, like whether you've read the synopsis or not, when you watch the trailer, you just you see this very peculiar family that operates in a very peculiar way. They're criminals, but they also seem like very kind people. The mom and dad are raising a daughter, but like they kind of raise her as if they're partners in business. I think there's even a quote in the movie where she says like, we split everything three ways,
Yeah.
which just gives you an indication or some insight into like what their family structure is like.
Yep.
And again, on top of that, they're criminals and they brought their life into their daughter of crime. So like everything about this trailer is really interesting. I'm definitely going to see this.
Yeah, no, it definitely looks super interesting. I'm really into it. And it's one of those kind of like strange movies that, you just know it's gonna be some weird ass story that like
Yeah.
it's just going to be, it's going to be completely curveball. There were many times within the actual trailer itself where you just like they just do very strange things. Like they're walking, and they all like bend in order to avoid avoid people like on the other side of a fence like seeing them,
Mm-hmm.
and they're all still walking. So like I think Evan Rachel Woods just like hunches back, and then there's a dang it. I forget what the other lady's name is. She's supposed to be playing her mom, but
Deborah Winger.
Deborah Winger,
Yep.
yes. She hunches forward, and then Richard Jenkins he like bends down too, and they all continue walking while they're
Mhm.
avoiding, and it's just like a very fucking peculiar thing. And Gina Rodriguez is her role in this seems to be kind of like the spoiler who comes in and tries to show Evan Rachel Wood's character kind of like the light of like what the fuck is going on here. This is all some pretty weird ass shit.
Yeah.
So in any case, I think it looks like a really dope movie. Shout out to Miranda July. This looks like a really peculiar and awesome movie. So we'll wait till it comes out. It comes out September 18th. And
I wish we knew where this was coming out though.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be theaters, but I might also be lying about that. I might have just pulled it out of my ass.
Yeah.
It
could also be like
sure.
Amazon Prime or something like that.
Yeah.
Which
I think it
not.
would have listed it if I don't think Amazon was behind the production.
Wherever it comes out, I hope it's a streaming service that I already have.
Yeah.
Or that one of my friends is subscribed to, so I can get that login. But either way, check out Kajillionaire again September 18th.
Yeah. Most definitely. I'm trying to find out real quick to see if I can see it from the.
No, I'm looking at it right now on IMDb. It does.
Yeah, it says release. It has had world premiere at Sundance. So actually, this is a Annapurna Pictures movie, as well as Plan B, which is from Brad Pitt. And Annapurna, they do a lot of great fucking movies. But it looks like, as I'm reading it here, however, Focus Features acquired the U.S. distribution rights to Universal Pictures, handling the international release. It is scheduled to be released on September 18, 2020. It's previously been scheduled to be released June 19th. So I think this is going to theaters. I don't know that it's going to be VOD. I think I'm pretty sure it looks like it's going to theaters.
Risky business.
Ugh. Yeah, it is, but fuck it. Show, whatever, be aggressive, as they say, in cheerleading.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
You got a lot to lose. Well, I maybe not. You go to theaters, you don't make any money, you just go to VOD.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
but like,
it's
what is the loss there?
well, yeah, whatever you put into the movie is
Well,
generally the
well, I
loss.
mean, like, so you obviously have to pay the theaters, or I'm sorry, no, the theaters essentially kick back to the production companies or the studios or whatever to feature their films in theaters, right?
Sure, yeah, there's usually like a split, and there's usually like a window, like like maybe within the first 3 weeks of a film being released,
Hmm.
the theater picks up like 60-70% of the, and I don't know the exact numbers, but the 60-70% of the ticket sales, right? And then as it goes on from that, then it decreases like 50% or 40, 60, going to the theaters and then to the studio. Like the longer a movie goes on, the less the theater actually gets from the cut.
Okay, but like, so like, if I'm a movie production studio and I release my film in theaters for 4 weeks,
Yeah.
um, what is like, what am I losing financially? Obviously, you're losing some of like the hype. Like, let's say you were to go on VOD, you're losing some of the hype and some of the traction behind it.
Mhm.
Um, but like, what is like the key financial loss there?
The fact that like uh with movies out in theaters, it's like an incentive for somebody to see that movie like
Hmm.
in like it's like an event to like go to, right? But if it's just at home, people might or might not be likely to see it, right?
Yeah.
Like people like if unless it's like really heavily like marketed,
Hmm.
where it's just like you can just get it in front of her because there's just so much shit on VOD for through Netflix, through Amazon, whatever it is, right?
I wonder how you
Um,
quantify that though.
I don't know. I don't know. They don't pay me money to figure
Yeah,
that out. So I'll
there's
leave
got
that
to
to the
be
people who
like
do.
a metric that like the production studios use
Sure.
to measure the success of a movie that goes to theaters versus a movie that goes to VOD, and then the movies who do both, right? Like, we're going to spend 8 weeks in theaters and then we're going to go VOD within a certain period of time. Like, what is the metric? We may have to figure that out and do a
Yeah.
segment on
We
that.
do not have time right now to figure that
Yeah.
out. So we will press
Let's move
forward.
forward.